Shri Gurupyo Namaha students. Today we are going to have an online class on the Python revision tour. That is going to be the second lesson of your textbook. In the previous section, you would have learned the Python revision tour 1. You have learned about an introduction about a Python, tokens, what are tokens, you might be knowing it, and what are the variables and assignments, etc. I would have learned how one simple input and output statements it is there, how does a Python program flows, you would have learned about that, and you would have learned about the different types of control structures for if, while, etc. we have learned. And in that particular chapter, you would have learned about the data types in Python. What are the different types of data types available in Python? And I have written it as built-in data types in Python. It means that the Python supports all this particular data types. And before getting into the built-in data types in Python, let me tell you what it is going to be a data types. The type of the data that the Python supports is going to be a number, string, tuples and dictionary. So it means that these are the data that the Python can execute, process, store and retrieve all the data here. So this is going to be called as a built-in data types in Python. In the previous class, you would have learned about the number as a data type. It means that what are the different types of numbers which you have processed in Python. So one, it's going to be a number, an integer number, and the second one, it's going to be a decimal number which has the decimal point in the numbers. The last one, it's going to be a imaginary numbers or the complex numbers. You would have learnt about it. In this particular chapter, you are going to learn about string and list. This particular session is about the string and the list. How does it work? Assigning a string, how does it assign a string, and how does the traversing of a string takes place? What are the different types of operators you can use in a string? Now, how do you slice a string? When you take a string, how can you slice and bring the each and every substrings in that? And what are the different inbuilt functions in a string can be seen in detail in this particular class. First, let's see what are strings. Strings are the characters enclosed between single, double or triple quotes. It's going to be called as a strings here. Python stores the characters separately but continuously there in that particular location. So this is going to be called as a string. The next and the foremost properties when I say a string which strikes your mind, it's going to be strings are immutable. What does it mean by immutable? I said the strings are going to be stored continuously there, but it's going to be stored separately here. When I try to change any one of that particular characters here in case of a string which cannot be changed, so that's going to be called as a immutable data type. In case any type of the data with a Python used to store it and which can be changed any one of the characters, it's going to be called as a mutable data type here. So this is one of the characters of a string. Next, whatever we are going to learn, it's going to be a indexing of a string. What is the indexing of a string? So I said continuous characters are being stored there in the memory and I need to name them or number them to fetch all those data here. There are two types of indexing there in string. One is going to be called as a forward indexing and the second one is going to be called as a backward indexing. What is a forward indexing? Numbering the string from forward, that is from the left to right, it's going to be called as a forward indexing, and numbering the string from the right to left, it's going to be called as the backward indexing. So backward indexing, when you're going to see, it is going to be in a negative number. And when you see here, I've written here n. What does a n represent here? N represents the length of the particular string here. N represents the length of a particular string. So what is this? I have an inbuilt function in Python that which can return me the length or the number of characters available in a string. When I'm going to write the name of the string in between the open and the close brackets here, so it returns me their number of strings which I have represented as n here. So 0 to n minus 1, because it starts from 0, so it is n minus 1 which is going to be called as a forward indexing, and here Backward indexing ranges from -1 to -n here. It's going to be called as a backward indexing. An example is being given here. Name is going to be my string which holds a character hello string here, and I'm trying to fetch the first element of a string here, or I'm going to assign a value a instead of the h here, isn't it? H is going to be the first character here, that is going to be a indexing as 0 here, and name of 0 I'm trying to assign a value. Since equal to, it's going to be an assignment operator here, which gives me an error as string are immutable. So this supports my property which I have learned that strings are immutable. The next one is going to be a traversing a string. Traversing, I can say that iterating each and every element in a string. Once again I repeat, iterating each and every element in a string is going to be called as a traversing, or I am just finding out here, or fetching. When I want to fetch each and every element in a string, I will be going for traversing here. This can be done with the help of a for loop, which you have learned already. What's going to be the structure of a for loop? A for, which is going to be a keyword. Ch is a variable which is going to hold each and every element here and return me later. In, it's going to be once again a keyword. In a string name that has been assigned here, name is the name of my string here, followed by a colon, which is the structure here. As I've given a colon here, it has been indented, and the string will be, the print statement will be indented in the next line. So let us see into a string print statement what it has been given here. The first ch represents the variable here, which returns me the variable here. H will be printed for the first time. What is going to be the next one? I can see followed by a command here. I want to print a hyphen here. So hyphen will be printed, and usually the print statement, if I don't give this particular end as my particular function, what will happen? It will move to the new line because the default separator will be here. End will be having a slash and it will move to the main line, but I want to print it horizontally. I have given end is equal to empty. So it will not be moving to the next line. It will once again move to the for loop and prints the second character E. So this goes on till the G is being printed. And after the G, I even want an hyphen to be printed. So the hyphen will be printed. So each and every element can be, you will be able to get each and every element in a for loop horizontally or printed using the traversing of a string. Next topic we are going to see is operators in string. What are the different possible operators which you can use to manipulate a string can be seen in this particular topic. When I say an operator, what all comes into your mind? The arithmetical operators, the logical operators, the relational operators, etc. Here, what are the possible operators here we can use? So, we can use a particular symbol, plus symbol, or here in this particular string it has been called as a concatenation symbol, or it has been called as a concatenation operator here. How does it work? So I've used a print statement here. In that particular print function here, I have a two string called as hello and a string, and I'm using an operator called as a plus operator or the concatenation operator here to add a two strings, and this gives me as a single string as a hello string. The next operator which is used in the string is going to be called as an replication operator. As the name indicates, replication, or it is going to be giving you a multiple times of the thing which is you are going to give here. What are the possibilities here in this particular R? Once again, I have used a print statement here, and 3, the operator, which is going to be an asterisk symbol here, followed by the string hello. So I want a hello string to be repeated 3 times here. So which is being printed here below 3 times here. What are the condition for this particular operator? In case of a concatenation operator, both should be a string. I repeat it, both the operands should be a string. In case of a replication operator, one operand should be a string, the other one should be a number, and it can be a string followed by an operator, that is the asterisk symbol, and followed by a number. Both the ways it can be printed. The next one is going to be a membership operator. So membership operators are in and not in operator available here. In and not in operators. So what is the in and not operators? When I have a substring, when I want to find whether that particular substring exists in a main string, this can be done using an in and not in operator. So what does it return? If the string exists, if the substring exists in a string, it returns me a value as true or returns me a value as false. The vice versa of the in is the not in operator. If the particular substring is not available in that particular main string, it returns me true, else it returns me false. So these are going to be then in and not an operator. So let us see a few examples here in and not an operator. H is a string. I want to check in hello string whether H is a substring, whether it is available in a hello string, which returns me a true as a value. It means that particular substring is available in the main string. The next one is going to be a substring JAP. JAP is the substring. I just want to check whether not in this particular hello string as the main string here. Yes, main JAP is a substring which is not available in the hello string. So it returns me a value as true. The last one is going to be a comparison operator. You are all aware that a less than or equal to, greater than or greater than equal to, and equality is there. It is an equality operator, and not equal to is there to find out that whether it is not equal in that particular. How does this particular works? So this works in the ASCII value of the characters. So you are all aware that each and every character has an ASCII value. With that particular ASCII value, this checks or it compares with that. The first one, A is equal. I said it's going to be an comparison operator. A equality to A, yes, will return me true as a value. The next one, A not equal to ABC, yes, the A string, it's not equal to ABC. Here I have only a single character. Here I have a 3 characters here. So it returns me a value as, I have given it as not equal to, so it returns me a value as true. The next one, capital A is equal to small a. So capital A and small a have a different value. Capital A as a 65 has the ASCII value, and the small a has a 97 has the ASCII value. So when I say it is not equal to that, so it returns me a true as a value here. Similarly, when it compares capital A is greater than small a, no, the capital, only the small a has a greater value, so it returns me false as a value. And once again, you can see that when you have such, if you see ABC is greater than small abc. So only the small characters or the small alphabets, the lowercase alphabets will have a greater value because it starts from 97 here. So when I am going to give this capital A, small b, small c, it's greater than small a, small b, small b and small c, returns me a false as a value. So this is how the comparison operator works. The next part is string slicing. What is a string slicing? As I told you, part of the string can be a continuous character can be withdrawn using a slicing a string. So this is going to be your particular format for slicing a string. So the format represents a string name. Within the square brackets, you have n, m, and the third one is going to be your step value. So these are the range of values, or these using this particular range, we are going to slice a string. What does the n represents? N represents the start value, m represents the end value, and the third value is the step value. All the 3 parameters are not mandatory here. All the 3 are optional. And how does it work? When I say till m, only m minus 1 index will be considered. The n is going to be a start value. So
So till m minus 1 you are going to have your value, and the step value will be default 1. So each and every step value or each and everything will be here. So this is optional. Any 3 can be eliminated, any one can be eliminated, you can proceed with that. So let's see a few examples for that. Once again I have taken an example here. My string name is going to be an str, and within a single quotes I have an hello world here, and you can see a space between the hello word. When I take a length function here, will be returning me a value as 11 as my, when I have this particular length function here, it will be returning that length of the string is going to be a 11 here. And I have formed a table here following the string name and with the forward indexing and the backward indexing here. So this particular hello world ranges from the 0 to 10 in case of a forward indexing, and minus 1 to minus 11. So it moves from the right to left. So I have a till minus 11 in case of the backward indexing. So let's see a few examples and what are the values returned by that. So I have put there str 6 and 10. I said that we will be having only an m minus 1. So till 9 I will be having. Look into the answer given here. So it starts from 6. So w, o, r till l it will be printing for me for my first example. For the second one, str of 6 colon. So you might be seeing here the end value will not has not been given here. So what happens if the end value is not been given? The last or the length of the string will be considered here as the last element. The length of the string is going to be 11 here. So 11 minus 1 till 10 it would have been printed. So starting from 6 till 10, whatever the value is here, it has been written here. The next one, str of 3 colon and minus 2 it's been given here. So how does this particular substring is been retrieved here? So it starts from 3, that is the L, to minus 2, it means that minus 2 minus 1 it returns till minus 3. So it returns till R. So the substring will be returning LO space WOR will be the substring returned from that. The next example when you see here, str, all the other two are it's going to be an, since it's going to be an optional, the first element or the first index is not being given here, starting index. If the first starting index is not given, it will be taken 0 as the index here. That's what it is being done here. It starts from 0, that is the H element, and n minus 1 is going to be go to the fourth element here. So it is being written, hello is being written as your substring. The last one I said str of 0 is the starting element, 10 is going to be the last element, and here if you would have seen I have given a step value as 2. It means that alternative characters will be written using that. So if you find here starting from the first till the last, all the alternative characters has been written here. The next one, so you can see the last two one, it's going to be a quite interesting. Print, I have printed that value. So it can be inside a print function, you can use this particular string function. Print str of 11, it's been given. 11 is nothing but the length of the string, but the index you don't have 11 here. It has been stopped with the 10 here because it starts from 0 till it's there till end. So what will this particular statement gives? It gives me an error as index out of bounds. So I couldn't find such a particular index it's telling you. Now coming back to the print, the next option, the print str6, look into the end number what I have given here, or the end index, I have given it as 12. Very interestingly, it didn't give me any error. You can see that starting from the 6th till the 10th, whatever the character is there, it has been printed as a substring. So that is going to be the one of the important characteristic or uses of a string. When you are not aware or how many characters are there till the end, you might be giving it as number of characters greater than the number length of the particular string. It will not be giving you an error in the case of a slicing, but in case of an indexing, it will be giving you an error. So this is going to be one of the advantages of string slice. The next one, the last one which you are going to see in this particular string functions are different types of functions you have. The format for the string function is that string object followed by a dot. Whatever we give within a particular angular bracket, it means that it are mandatory here. Here we have given in a square bracket, so it is not mandatory here. The string object with the name of the string, I mean string object here means the name of the string dot the method. So different methods are available in a string. In the method it is going to be there. So we will see what are the different methods and what does that particular method returns. String dot capitalize is the function here. What does it return? It capitalizes the first character of a string. Once again I repeat, when I give the string dot capitalize, it's the string is going to be the name of the string. Capitalize the first character of a string. The next one, string dot find sub dot start and it's been given as end. This means here finding the substring, starting substring represents the name of the substring whatever you want to find in a whole string. Start represents from which index of the string to which index of the main string you should be giving it. What does it returns? It returns me the lowest index in a string. I mean string here is the main string here. Returns me the lowest index of the string or where does that particular substring starts. What happens if I don't have that particular substring in my main string? It returns me a value as -1. Doesn't returns me any false or true here. Returns me value as -1. And the next one is going to be a string dot is alphanumeric. Yes, it returns me true if any one character in a string is an alphabet or a number. It returns me a true, else it returns me a false value. And it's the string dot alpha. It should be fully an alphabetic character or it returns me false. String dot digits. It once again it is there. All the string should hold all as a digit value 0 to 9. In case that it returns me a true or it returns me a false. The next function is going to be a string dot space. This returns me if it is an empty string. Once again I repeat, if it is an empty string with a space, it returns me a true has a value or it returns me a, or the string should have only a empty space. It can be n number of empty spaces. If the string is only contained as empty spaces or a white spaces here, it returns me true or it returns me false. Next one, string dot is lower. It means that if the string contains a lower case, all the characters in a string, if it contains a lower case, it returns me a true as a value. Similarly, is upper. If all the characters in a string has a low uppercase, returns me a value as true here. The next one it is there. This is string dot lower. So this particular function converts a string to a lower case. In case the string has any of the uppercase character, it converts to a lower case and returns that particular string here. The next one, string dot upper, opposite of the whatever I have said there. If the particular string has any lowercase, it converts it to an uppercase and returns me as a value here or returns me a string here. The next one, string dot L strip and the characters here. How many characters you want to concatenate or delete characters from the left. L represents the from the left. How many characters you want to delete from here? If from that particular string will be deleted here and returns me the strings and returns me the what are the characters, rest of these characters will be there returned. String dot right, it will be returning the number of characters which is being reduced and returns me a value here. String dot is space, if you have any space in your particular string, it returns me a value as true. So having all these particular functions in a string, we will see a example containing all the functions here. the next one.
Let us take an example program here. A program that reads a line prints with statistics like number of uppercase, lowercase, alphabets and digits. For this, I have initialized a variable called as line which stores the string, a string statement which is going to be which way we are going to find out the number of lower cases and upper cases here. And I have initialized to 4 variables: lower count, upper count, digits count and alpha count, which stores initialized to 0, where we are going to store the lowercase, uppercase, digits and alpha counts there. For this, I have used a for loop. This for loop iterates and fetches each and every time using one character. Using if statement, I'm going to find whether that particular, using the string function, I'm going to find it out whether it is a lower case or an upper case. If it is a lower case, it will be the lower count will be added 1. It is an upper case, it will be added, upper count will be added 1. If it is a digit, digit count will be added 1. I've used an elif statements here to increase it. So any one of the case, each and every variable whatever you have given will be added here, count 1. You can see that for alpha alone I've given a separate if statement, because if it is a lower or upper, it will be adding a, in this particular statement here, lower and upper will be added in this above if statements here. It won't come to the alpha if I'm going to give one more elif here. So I had a different if statement here to find out whether it is a alpha. If it is an alpha, the alpha count will be added here, and all the counts I have printed here using the print statement. Let's see what output we are going to get. We'll execute with the line and find out the. Coming to the output of the program, input, that is the line is hello 12th students, welcome to Python online class. This is going to be my input here, and in the input I made it here the first character of each word as a capital letters here. So I've got the number of upper cases as 7 and number of lower cases. Rest of the characters it's going to be 34 here. Total number of alphabets is 41. 34 plus 7 you will be getting as 41, and I have only 1 and 2. For 12 student I have written as 1, 2. So for that 2 are digits here. So this is going to be an output of the previous program we have seen. Now that's all about the string functions and the string concept here. We will end up the section with a small assignment. The assignment is write a program that reads a line and prints the statistics like number of words, characters, including the white space and punctuations, and percentage of the characters that are alphanumeric. So you have to find it out the number of words here. How will you find out the number of words? After a characters here, if you have space between the two particular characters, which will be considered as one particular word. So you will be using and just find it out what are the functions you have to use in that, and find it out the percentage of characters and alphanumerics in that, total number of characters, and in that what is the percentage of alphanumeric characters. Thank you.